Okay, well, we're live, so I guess
We
that
are presumably live.
it looks like it.
We did
Awesome.
it.
Yeah,
All right.
tentative
Nice.
celebration.
Cheers.
Think we're good. Good grief, that's a mess, dude. It won't let me create a broadcast and then remove the thumbnail, and it does, and then I don't know. That was a
Yeah,
lot unnecessary problems.
that is something, but yeah, let's go ahead and do the promotions.
Oh yeah,
Boom.
got to get people here to talk about love.
People are going to be like, "Wait, it's not Valentine's Day though. Like, what are they doing?" I mean, honestly, we'll do anything for clicks.
Oh yeah, totally, totally. Hey, look, this makes more sense
Totally.
than the love triangle stuff, so at least we got that going for
True.
us.
All right. Yeah, topics I have here really just a bunch of extensions and then other just like random just like
Yeah.
stuff. Um
We get anything in the mailbox? I'm guessing not.
Probably not, although we haven't really advertised.
I mean, we told people we were streaming, so
Yeah, I
I
can do
mean,
that.
yeah, maybe we'll get some last minute submissions. Anyone listening, if you have
Okay.
any questions or topics you'd like us to cover today, let us know in the chat or join our Discord server and let us know there. We are always looking for that. This is your show. As long as we're a small channel, we see what you guys are chatting about, so very interested in talking about what you want to hear about.
Indeed. Could not have spoken it any better. Okay, let's get going.
All right.
Let me opening it on my phone.
You want to make sure we sound good? Because, with our luck, I'm sure that's the issue
That's
now.
actually a pretty good idea.
Indeed. Could not have spoken
Sounds fine to
any
me.
better.
Or at least my audio sounds fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
I'm just
get
waiting for
going.
you.
All right. Opening it on my phone. I want to make sure we sound good.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Yeah, look at us, professionals.
Look at us. Indeed, professionals.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Yeah, I said let's get going. 3, 2, 1. Welcome everyone to another episode of Football for Fun, our first non-IRL stream since our IRL streams. I am Daniel, or Depressed, the Texans fan.
I'm Isaac, or Delusional, the Panthers fan, and guess what? My team's going to the playoffs. Yours isn't, probably, but mine is. So just letting you guys know. Carolina, playoff team.
Yes. Houston is well. You said yours is not going. I don't know if you're talking
Anyone
to me
listening,
or
if you are listening to this, your team is no longer a playoff team. Sorry, Chiefs.
So
fans.
31 non-playoff teams, one playoff team.
We're the only
Do y'all
playoff
just
team.
like play each other in the playoffs? Then is that how it
Yeah,
works?
we'll do a scrimmage, and the winning
Guaran-
side
yeah.
wins the Super Bowl. And
Guaranteed Carolina Panthers Super Bowl. Y'all have Bryce Young on one team, Andy Dalton on the other.
I see
it'll
no
be
issue
fun.
with this. Sign me up. I'm here for it.
Yep, for sure. The thing about the NFL though is like people would watch that regardless, even if like it was reduced like a scrimmage among the Panthers. Like if the Panthers had a televised scrimmage, it would get watched.
Probably.
Which just goes to show like how powerful the league
We're
is with
so
like the
it's
viewership.
also we're so starved for the NFL right now because it's been so long without football. Speaking of that, though, in 13 days there is an NFL game. Chargers Lions, we believe, first preseason type of game.
Yes, it is indeed Chargers Lions Hall of Fame game on Thursday, earlier than that, July 31st.
Oh yeah,
it is on a Thursday night. We are going to attempt to do a live stream during it. We probably can't like actually do like commentary like with the actual game on because of like copyright stuff and like
Yeah.
I mean maybe we could get away with it, but we don't want to risk destroying our small channel, so everything we've built. So we're just gonna try out probably some sort of format where there will be like a scoreboard, and we just kind of like I think Tom Grossi's done it, maybe some other people, but we'll try that format. And if it works well, we can we'll get to witness together the legendary third string quarterback battle between Trey Lance and DJ Ukulele.
Hey, I am excited about that battle. Okay, I'm ready to see Trey Lance and DJ Uiagalelei play. Look, running quarterbacks, it should be fun. I hope.
Yes.
Quick shout out to any of our new subs, by the way. We've reached 139. We're very excited. We're still in that stage where we get a new sub and we message each other going, hey, look at this. So if you're a new sub or if you're an old sub and you haven't heard this yet, thank you. We very much appreciate it. Trying to grow our channel. Appreciate any help we can get.
Yeah, definitely. At this point, any individual sub gets recognized. Obviously, we don't know who every sub is necessarily, but every time we get a new sub, we celebrate. It's like how they say, like every time an angel gets its wing, or every time something happens, an angel gets its wings. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I
or
know
no?
what you're talking about, but I can't place what it is. There's a phrase.
Yeah, every time something happens,
an angel gets its wings.
It's from It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Right. So like every time we get a sub, we
call it a dub. Hey, I can rhyme.
You can indeed. You do that impromptu.
I know it.
That was impressive. Right. Yeah.
Totally.
So anyway, every time a bell's rung, an angel gets its wings, and every time we get a sub, it's a dub. We celebrate the dub. So.
Oh yeah.
Anywho, so a Hall of Fame game in 2 weeks. We'll probably do a live stream around then. And yeah, I think like honestly, like for those of you who might be watching, which at this point is not much, but we are gonna be ramping it up just a little bit. It's been slowed down a little bit, partly because of the off-season, others just like stuff going on, which is like fine. Definitely once we get to football season, it's gonna be boom, boom, boom.
Full steam ahead, man. Content out every day, I promise.
In the meantime, I mean, at this point, we're going to do more college football content, right?
Hey, for anyone listening who has been telling me they want that, look, I've got something. I kid you not, I recorded for an hour yesterday. I didn't mean to, but I just kept yapping. But we got content coming out soon for college football. Really looking forward to getting into that. It felt right talking about college football again. I'm not going to lie. It felt so right.
Yes.
Really excited to see how that goes.
For sure. Definitely college football is a right thing to talk about, but we'll also probably have like fantasy football content, just like, some rankings, just kind of like rounding those out, like predictions, probably things like that. So there will be a lot to sort of, look into. It's not going to be like our previous iteration where we let the season start and just stop doing football. At least I hope that's not the case.
No, we're too far in now.
We will indeed. We will have football content during the season. So,
absolutely, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing how we do with commentating, because that's what we're talking about in 2 weeks with the Thursday game. We're gonna have something up, maybe ESPN, NFL.com, like others have done, trying to commentate. Something I told Daniel last night. I think that you've seen this with other channels where it's just the one guy doing it. We're 2 dudes, so it would be. We're hoping it's gonna be like just really good commentary back and forth. I've commentated. Look, I've commentated chess before. I've commentated GeoGuessr. All right, how hard can it be to commentate?
GeoGuessr I have not done. Chess I have. Yeah,
chess wasn't too hard. GeoGuessr was like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm making this work apparently.
Yeah, definitely. But it'll be fun, and I think it'll definitely be more fun. You know how like with the Hall of Fame game, I feel like now I'm remembering, it's always weird because they like interview like the Hall of Famers like during the game, and it's like, I guess you appreciate sort of hearing from them, but it's also just a little bit weird. It's not very fun. I don't know, but
honestly, I've missed the Hall of Fame game every year. I think I don't know that I've ever.
I mean, as you should. It is kind of unfortunate that I know this, but sometimes you'll like turn on Hall of Fame game highlights and. It's like like Peyton Manning or something talking, and while the play is going, and it's just a little weird. So,
but it's football, and we are desperate for it right now. So we will
provide better entertainment value. We'll try to like see if we can spot like players to like watch out for, because like we'll see. I'm gonna name a random player. We'll see. I'm pulling up a depth chart. We'll see like what's the skill position player? Ronnie Bell. Have his career game. He's a receiver on the Lions depth chart, and will just be like, watch out for that guy. And then, sure enough, he'll be an All-Pro.
Can you do me a favor real quick and see where he played in college? I want to see if I know this or not, because I think
this name does sound familiar. Ronnie Bell.
Is that Purdue
he
receiver?
He is indeed. He was a Michigan receiver.
Ah, man. Right conference,
Drafted
wrong
in the-
school.
Drafted in
Very
the
wrong
7th
school.
round by the San Francisco 49ers in 2023. 8 career receptions, 90 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So 3 touchdowns for 8 receptions. That's not a bad
That's a
ratio.
good ratio. I wonder who I was thinking of then, because I thought there was a Bell from Purdue, but I mean, there aren't
Purdue,
many
like
players.
last year, like from last year, or like
I
several
don't
years
know. I
ago?
just thought there was at some point, but maybe not. The only Purdue receiver I could even name is Rondale Moore.
Yeah. Bell. Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm just way
By
out.
the way, like I didn't like know this until the other day when I saw. Do you know? I assume you do. So you're a college football guy. Do you know Purdue's like mascot or like their nickname?
They're the Boilermakers, so I imagine the
they are
mascot is
Boilermakers.
kind of sad.
Oh, I meant like I meant their like not mascot, but like
what their team is. Yeah,
their nickname. Yeah, they are the Boilermakers, which I didn't know that until recently. I wonder what their mascot would be. I'm gonna check that now.
It's not pretty. I couldn't tell you what exactly it is, so it's not pretty.
Purdue Pete.
Purdue Pete.
I can indeed confirm he is not exactly pretty. Yikes. Anywho, well, Purdue, right. So we do have some stuff to talk about because obviously some guys got extended. It seems like just suddenly, and it would hence like the title and thumbnail and everything like that. There's just nothing going on, and then just a flurry of extensions. So I think it started with the Chiefs guard Trey Smith, but we didn't really like. I didn't necessarily.
No one even cares about Trey Smith. Apparently, I have not heard.
No one really
about
cares about him. I think we cared like when it happened because it was the only thing. But then Garrett Wilson got extended. His teammate Sauce Gardner got extended, and then T.J. Watt.
All the big names.
Yes, got $108 million guaranteed.
Life-changing money, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is indeed life-changing
money. Did you see the graphic that was comparing like
TJ Watt? TJ and JJ, right?
Yeah.
Like JJ's career earnings was like not that much more than TJ's current contract, or is it a little less?
No, yeah, I think it was. Yeah. I think it was less. If I might be wrong, but it was pretty close at least. Which that alone is sad that it's that close. That's how far
I know it's
like
with
payments.
I know it's like inflation or whatever like affected, but still, it's like absolutely insane. Like where the money is going.
Right, because JJ would have been one of the highest paid at his position too.
He was, yeah. I think like his first contract, he was like one of the highest paid in his position. It was like I forget 4 years, 100 million, or was it 5? I don't know. It was actually JJ. So I do remember in like 2014 he got extended. And he was the highest paid. Actually, let me look it up. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Wikipedia. Yeah. The Texans and Watt agreed to a 6-year extension worth $100 million. It was the highest. He was the highest paid non-quarterback based on average year's salary. Wow, both Watt brothers getting it done. But see, yeah, this is JJ. 6 years, $100 million. TJ got 3 years, 123. So absolutely crazy.
So since we've talked about TJ a little bit now, what's your take on that contract? Because it's 3 years, $41 million per year, only 108 guaranteed. Only 108 guaranteed, right? For sure. There's only. Yeah. $41 million a year. That makes him annually the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history on average per season. So absurd money. My take was that he deserved it. I mean, he's one of the best players in the league overall, and frankly, if the Steelers were to lose him, that team just crumbles. They already lost Minka. I know they got Jalen Ramsey, but TJ Watt is their MVP. So I think that team collapses without him. They bring him back. They can go 9-8 again. Whether you can debate whether or not it's the right choice long term, because the Steelers need to just stop delaying the inevitable. They're not winning a Super Bowl with Rodgers. They're not winning a Super Bowl with this team. I think I mentioned this in the comments of the short I did or on the TikTok. Like ideally they're gonna draft a guy next year and he's the quarterback of the future, and that's what finally takes them from mediocre to elite. But they're running out of time. TJ Watt's getting older. The defense collectively is getting older. So I don't. Yeah. I think I've said this before with extending TJ Watt. I don't know what the long-term plan is, and that you're taking a big chance here. But the flip side is, trading him and then having to rebuild. But they don't want to do that. So I feel like they made the logical choice if they don't want to rebuild. And given that everything else they've done, they're not rebuilding. So If it's their
Right.
plans to extend TJ Watt, keeping their guy around, I don't like it long term though. If that makes sense? 'Cause I don't know what
I
the
mean,
plan
it
is.
does make sense. I don't think you should like it long term. Now, like I've always said, not that like it's like I mean everyone would agree with it, but it's just like no one knows what the Steelers are gonna do after Rodgers, like retires or whatever. I think it's abundantly clear. Not that it wasn't before, but it is abundantly clear, and it's weird to say this about this team, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are trying to win the Super Bowl right now. They're going all in. They're pushing their chips in the middle of the table. I know this roster is not going to win a Super Bowl. You're not going to get past like Mahomes and Josh Allen and like the Ravens. Even the Bengals are going to be tough in your own
so
division.
much to go right. So you need Rodgers to be elite. You need the team around him to be very good. And you need the big three in the AFC plus the other up-and-coming teams to just not be as good. That's what
right. But yeah, between like Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, you trade for Jalen Ramsey, you extended TJ Watt. They get someone else.
Johnny Smith, the tight end, for whatever it's worth.
Johnny Smith, yeah. So like Darius Slay is also a starter on their team, which I think a lot of people forget.
He shouldn't be a starter. Should be Ramsey.
Well, he's
Joey
on the
Porter.
depth chart.
That's weird.
Oh wait, Joey Porter and who?
Joey Porter Jr. and Ramsey should be the starters.
I think they have like
they must
have like 3 corners, or it's like they have Darius as left corner, Joey as right corner, and then Jalen as nickel back.
Oh, okay.
So they just have Jalen as a safety or something. I don't know.
Guess,
anyway,
I mean that makes sense.
I think they're just gonna put 3 guys on the field somehow. But anyway, like yeah, Darius Slay. Like so they're clearly going all in. And like yeah, I know it's like weird. It's not gonna happen. But they are trying to win a Super Bowl this year. And like I know theoretically every team should be trying to win a Super Bowl, but like. For many teams, it's not as high of a priority. Like honestly, like like obviously, I would even say like for the Texans, like obviously we are trying to win the Super Bowl, but we're not like going all out.
Yeah,
like
you have a large window with a young quarterback and a younger roster around him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're gonna have to pay CJ soon. So we're kind of being smart with just like our like allocations and things like that. Also, by the way, Texans GM Nick Caserio totally just broke the NFL when he extended our second round receiver, Jaden Higgins, and every other team was like, I don't want to do that. And then the second rounders aren't reporting, although I think some of them have been signing, right? Like
yeah, there's been a recent flurry of movement there.
Yeah, but I imagine a lot of teams are mad at RGM, which like I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because it's like it seems good to like do something that makes the entire league mad. But on the other hand, But on the other hand, I think it'd be more motivated when they play. Honestly, in October, no one's going to remember.
I mean,
this.
I think the whole thing's kind of ridiculous. Like, the dispute is over guaranteeing the money on the contracts, right? It's like, someone else made this point, so it's not my original thought here. But it's like, it's not that much money. They're rookie contracts. It's not, I mean, and when is this ever going to backfire? I mean, I guess if you're Cleveland, yeah, you suck at drafting second-round picks, apparently, so you don't want to guarantee their contracts. Don't look up what Quinshon Judkins did. Anyway. Yeah, Cleveland sucks, man.
Yeah. No, Cleveland totally sucks.
I'm sorry for their fans, except for the ones who embraced Deshaun Watson. You did this to yourself if you did that. But I'm sorry for their other fans. You got it rough.
Yeah, indeed, they have it rough. It is a tough life to be a Cleveland Browns fan, but oh well. But yeah, I think about TJ Watt. I think it's pretty like decent value, which I know it's hard to kind of say that just given like where the trajectory is going, but like I think the thing is like now Trey Hendrickson and Micah Parsons are still seeking long-term deals. I don't know if there are any other like major non-quarterbacks who are Micah Parsons is still like what's up with him?
We forget about Parsons because I don't know why. I guess Hendrickson is grabbing most of the headlines, and then until recently TJ Watt. I don't know what's going on with Parsons. I assume it's going to be the same as every other Cowboy. They wait till the last possible moment and then overpay him because that's what they have to do. He's going to bankrupt them at this point. And yeah, Dallas is kind of screwed. Cincinnati, I said in my short, Cincinnati's screwed too. Like that's part of why I like the move by Pittsburgh. It completely screws up Cincinnati's plans.
For sure.
That costs Cincinnati a few more $1 million to keep Hendrickson, I'd imagine. And if I'm Trey Hendrickson, I'm looking at this and I'm going, I'm not that much worse than TJ Watt. Well, I'm better than TJ Watt. I'm probably going to try to argue that because I just led the league in sacks.
Yeah.
I can't be that far off from them at least. Give me this type of money. Same age, right? Or close in age.
Whatever the Bengals are doing is just so well. It's Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart, who might return to school at Texas A&M. Like,
again, the funniest possible outcome with Shamar Stewart, he goes back to Texas A&M, and then Cincinnati just drafts him again. I'm rooting for that outcome.
No. Yeah,
please let that happen.
It would be. It would also be a hilarious outcome. I think I've heard is that like Shamar Stewart, like he goes back to school and his NIL deal is exactly what the Bengals would have paid him, or his rookie deal would have been, and it's just like. Yeah, I think honestly, like a lot of this is happening. I was actually thinking about the whole second round thing, and I was wondering, like, I think it's because of NIL. I think because of NIL, I guess the players are demanding, like, you know, or maybe the teams are feeling like they have to acquiesce, like, more guaranteed. I don't know, but again, I think as you said, or I think you said it, it's not that much money,
right.
In the grand scheme of things. So, but I think somehow, like, NIL, I think maybe, like, NIL could be sneaking up on us on, like, the impact that could have on, like, the economic development of the NFL. Because, like, I feel like more rookie or more players who could declare might just stay in school. Like Arch Manning, for instance, like if he gets some, like, lucrative NIL deal. And also, I think the thing with NIL is that there's no cap, right? There's no salary cap.
Yeah, I think so. I think Deion Sanders recently he suggested that there should be a salary cap. Honest, I don't know how people react to that, but I agree. I think they need a structured system there at least. Like,
it could start to get unfair with, like, it's just gonna be the schools with money that are gonna, like, buy their championships essentially.
I would disagree in a way, because as a Georgia fan, I've watched this happen. We lose all of our depth to these smaller schools who aren't really on our level, but they can kind of poach our depth to come start and make money. And then we don't have any depth, and then so we come down a tier, they come up a tier, and it just kind of it's more parity.
So you're saying, like, if y'all have, like, injuries or something, you're, like, kind of screwed?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of that last year. Our offensive line was super shaky. Yeah. We had poor depth, and then the defense was shaky, and then it was a mess.
See, well, that's why we have a college football expert, because I can't speak with authority.
That's just my take on it. There are some people in the college football world who would say what you said. Like, all the top teams are gonna just buy.
And there's probably a component of both, to where it doesn't necessarily buy you championships, but you are getting the best players if you're, like, Texas, like, Georgia, who has the most money.
Last year it was Ole Miss. I think they had the best transfer portal class, the NIL. They play it really smart, and they had the most talented team in the nation. It just didn't matter because they're Ole Miss and they lost games to bad teams. So, but that's a team where you look at, they're trying to buy their roster and buy a championship, sort of. So what you're saying is also true at the same time. You could argue that for Ohio State. They had key transfers, their quarterback, their running back. I think a lot of the team was their own from recruits, but still,
right?
It's obviously having an impact. Sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think it will. It does have an impact. So, TJ Watt, 4 years, $123 million, 108 guaranteed. I kind of think that maybe, like, I haven't really, like, dug much into, like, the numbers, what people are saying about, but oftentimes for stuff like this, I feel like I've heard that maybe it's really a 2-year deal with kind of an option to, like, get out. Because I could kind of see if he's, like, guaranteed 108, that he's only guaranteed, like, 54, you know, for the next 2 years. So I could see a situation where, like, I'm thinking practically, if, like, the Steelers say they have, like, say, they have their Rodgers season, go 9-8 or whatever, and then he retires and they have a rough season, go, like, whatever, 6-11 for the first time ever under Mike Tomlin, and then they, like, fire Tomlin, clean house, and then they, like, ship TJ Watt or something like that, I guess. Yeah. So I can see that happening. So I'd probably be a little surprised if TJ Watt is a Steeler past 2026. But
it depends on what the team does around him. But he's got his money, so he might just not care about the results at this point.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then, like, TJ, is he only 30, 31?
I don't know. He's either 30 or 29, I thought.
He's 30. Okay. He might have just turned 30. No, he turns 31 in October. So 30. So he's not super old. So,
he's
like,
probably got another couple of good seasons in him.
No, so that's when TJ Watt just suffers for 2 more years on the Steelers, then somehow ends up on the Eagles in 2027.
Oh, don't say that. We better not look back on this as the moment you doomed the NFL to TJ Watt on the Philadelphia defense.
That would be something else. But anyway, I do wonder though, like, if Pittsburgh, it's been a question to where historically, if you ask it, the answer is like, no way it would happen. But, like, if the Steelers go 9-8, especially if they miss the playoffs, do they just like what you call it? Do they just like clear house, like trade everyone, just like we're starting over?
I mean,
Because
I think,
if Rodgers is retiring, you can't get a good quarterback, then like you can't really try to win if you're pulling out like I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. I
Will
wouldn't know
Howard,
who.
starting quarterback. No, I think they do
Yeah.
some retooling. They have to make a big splashy move for a quarterback. I don't think there's going to be someone they can sign next offseason. I don't know what the free agent class is, but I don't imagine there's someone who's just going to be available.
I think we've looked. It's like not great.
Oh, yeah, now that you say that, we did look. It was not great. it was pretty rough. Probably talking about the Steelers in that scenario too. But they
Probably. I can
somebody.
happily do it again.
I've been outspoken about this. I really love the upcoming quarterback draft class. I think there are a lot of potential first-round talents at quarterback. So I'm all for the Steelers drafting somebody next draft and trying to fit him into the offense. I'd like to see a mobile quarterback in Pittsburgh. I think that would make their offense more fun. I know they want to be run heavy, so I feel like that would fit them well. And we kind of got glimpses of that with Justin Fields, and it felt like it kind of worked, except he's not that good of a passer. So if I'm the Steelers, I'm looking to get personally, I'm a big Lenore Sellers guy, so I'd be looking to get Sellers. Maybe a guy like Cade Klubnik could be a good fit in Pittsburgh as well. But there are guys who can fit them, and they should be targeting them. You might have to trade up for it. And in that case, maybe you trade away one of your flashier players like DK Metcalf, sort of like Carolina traded DJ Moore. Whatever you think of that, we did it. Pittsburgh could do something like that to package in a deal to move up. Not even first overall, it could just be into the top 10. And
just in position against someone. Yeah, for sure.
It's doable.
But I do, not like we haven't done this before, but I do have the free agent QBs. Yeah, Daniel Jones is like, Daniel Jones, which I could see a world where Daniel Jones has a career resurrection and then just signs a $100 million contract with someone like the Steelers. But Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Marcus Mariota, Tyrod Taylor, Zach Wilson, maybe
resurrection in Miami. Yep.
See, but like if you're the Steelers, now you're relying on people have career resurrections, and it's like that's not a great.
I mean, there were some people talking about them signing Sam Darnold at one point, right?
Maybe I don't necessarily remember.
That might have just been me. I'm pretty sure I talked about that.
Davis Mills, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Jimmy, Mitch Trubisky, Trey Lance, not great. I mean, I think the best quarterback
might be.
the best might be Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, I guess he counts too.
Well, I mean, I know he's going to retire, I guess, but that's. Probably, Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers. I'm trying to think if there's anyone who's objectively. I mean, I guess the next would be like Russell Wilson.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, been there, done that for sure. I'm trying to see if there's anyone like young that's like. Yeah, I think this is sort of by like salary or something. It's like there might be some guys in the bottom. Everyone's favorite Malik Cunningham. Yeah. So
pretty bleak.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see what the Steelers do.
They have to draft somebody. There's no choice. Like unless you think that Will Howard is going to be really good or Mason Rudolph is a starter for a year, you got to draft somebody. Trade up, do what you got to do. Have another bad season or mediocre season if you must. You're not winning the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, probably.
Should the Steelers have drafted Shedeur Sanders?
I guess it depends. Like if you have a problem with his personality, then no, keep him out of that locker room. But then again, they just traded for DK Metcalf. They've had George Pickens. They're used to having head cases at wide receiver, basically. Characters, not necessarily head cases, but characters, if you will. So
sure,
they're used to dealing with that sort of thing. But I was all for it. I think I was anyway. Like, might as well if he's falling that far, draft him, have him sit behind Rodgers for a season, and then hope he's good. I don't know. I don't think
was Will Howard drafted before or after Shedeur?
After,
do you know?
Because Howard went in the 6th round.
Yeah, Shedeur was like 5th or 4th.
I think he was 5th round.
Yeah, what an all-time like crazy draft fall. Yeah,
because I know I was outspoken against him and his talent, but I didn't think he was a 5th round talent. Just not a 1st round talent. So
No, I think everyone was like, and I know there are people on our server who was like, "Oh, y'all had him drafted third or whatever had him projected."
we
But
weren't
like,
buying into the media.
no one had him like past the second round. Like,
Yeah.
no one. I mean, except those teams, obviously. But like, no one predicted that.
And to
it's
be
like
fair,
the-
our prediction was based on the Giants being desperate, if I remember correctly.
Sounds about right. Because it was like Tennessee went 1. Did
Cleveland
well,
at 2. We had
yeah,
them
but
go
that-
like
that's
Travis or Abdul.
yeah, and then right, and then the Giants would have been desperate. Yeah, so we were picking Shador to go 3 overall. Is that correct?
At one point, at least, yeah. It's like
I think so.
because
Yeah,
they
I
had
think that's
Jones
what I
save.
thought. I think that was my actual prediction. But it is yeah, because I think before this, like the most dramatic draft slide might have been Rodgers. And that was still just from like 1 overall projected to like wherever he went, 20, 21,
Yeah,
20
that's
something.
still in the
like
first
that.
round.
Yeah. I think a lot of people even consider like, well, I don't know if you